And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Who doesn't? I mean, cupcakes are important to human society. I have a burger. I got a nice burger behind me. Mama likes. Mama likes. Hello everybody, my name is Kacha, and welcome back to Miscat Squad. And guys, welcome to our first ever gameplay of Doki Doki Literature Club. And I want to give a special thanks to fellow Miscat Squad member and contributor, Casey, who has been dying for me to play this game for the longest time. I want to bring more like anime type things to this channel too, and also it's more of like a light novel type thing where, you know, I've played a few of them in the past. I really have, and I'll tell you which ones I have played in the past, but yeah, I'm really excited to see where this is because it's extremely popular, I've heard, and also my neighbor's granddaughter, Rosie, actually plays this game too. She knows a lot about it, and it's funny because this game is not good for kids who are like disturbed by certain things, but as you guys know, I've played enough zombie games and apocalyptic games to really be cool with everything. So I'm good with this. I mean, I'm a woman child, so that's fine. That's fine. I'll just go with the flow with this, but it's cool. It's cool. So before you guys start, I want to know what snacks are you guys eating while you are watching me play this. Comment down below, let me know. I'm eating these guys, which I have in the last few videos, but I've been filming all day, and I'm extremely exhausted right now. So we're just gonna play this game, see how it is, and then go from there. This is so cute. But supposedly it's not as cute as I think it is, because something bad be happening towards the whole series, so I don't know what this is even about, so let's just start. Please enter your name. My keyboard's all the way over there. I'm using this this is my grandpa's. It's like a stepping stool, and I'm using it for my mouse right now. So I have to go all over here. I see an annoying girl running toward me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Ooh. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor, and good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you'd never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waiting up. But if she's going to chase after me like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle from the front of the crosswalk and let Sayori catch up to me. I overslept again! But I caught you this time. Maybe. Wait, this is me. Hey. Hey, baby. How you doing? Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You say it like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Miss Cat. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something. What? What? Fine, fine. But did you wait for me after all? I guess you don't even have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Haha, that's true, that's true. Whatever you say, Sayori. So am I a dude or am I a girl? I mean, or is it just whatever? We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Miss Cat, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already, I'm really not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. I did? I mean, did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did, in one of our many conversations, when I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me, when I'm perfectly content just getting by on an average while spending my free time on games and anime. Boom! Right here! Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET. In a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright, alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise me you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess. I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. This is so cute! The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club. Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out, so I came in. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's going to make you late for your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know... Know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie? Sayori is vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she's only did because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to even be less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyway? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori is really that much of an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all of this out. I let out a long sigh. Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go! Boom! Going to the club. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Who doesn't? I mean, cupcakes are important to human society. I dejectedly follow Sayori across the school and upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member is here! I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room. Girl one! Just girl one, okay! Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. Sayori always says nice things about you. Seriously, you bought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere! Ah, Miscat, what a nice surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with a sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She is also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear, then turns back toward the other girls. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smarter of the club. Don't say things like that. Yuri, who appears comparatively more mature and timid, there's always one of those in anime, seems to have a hard time keeping up with the people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, nice to meet both of you. Ah, it sounds like you already know Monica, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Miscat. Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other well. We rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically completely out of my league. Having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Miscat. We made room for you at the table, so you could sit next to me or Monica. Oh, who am I gonna sit next to? Which one? Who am I gonna pick? I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened, so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrapped tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Ah! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. Oh, cute! The whiskers are drawn by the icing. The little pieces of chocolate were used to make ears. So cute! I had no idea you were good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know. Just hurry and take one. Suri grabs the first one, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Suri talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but to notice her sneaking a glance in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing's sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she's made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Yeah, an anime. Made them for you or anything. I thought that you technically did, Siri said. Well, maybe. For you know, you, dummy. Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places the teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in the classroom? Don't worry, the teachers give us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? Very true. I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not... Insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know. I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be the pastime for me, but at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. They're all just in love with me. Why are they all just want some of this? They all just want some of this. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here before Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seems really happy here, so... That's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, we'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As the president of the literature club, it's my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You can probably be a board member of any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about budget and publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something I personally enjoyed and make something special out of it. And if I encourage others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Aw, you're cute. Monica's really a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in this club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't get your attention like literature. I have to work hard and convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah. Well, do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they were all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with the level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Miscat, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga? I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The levels of creativity and craftsmanship behind them are amazing to me. And telling a good story set in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. It's amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop. Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately grasped something I could relate to at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri, for someone so gentle as you. I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, I really can't put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look around you, if only for a brief moment. Ugh, I hate her. Oh? Why is that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's right, you usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? But what? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind the class club meeting. It looked like you were working a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayuri sidles up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Ah, not a very confident writer yet. I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you could set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I want to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay. I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem for our own. And then for the next time we meet, we all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it! Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll be helping us all a little more comfortable with each other, strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Miscat? Monika smiles warmly at me again. Hold on. There's still one problem. What's that? Now we're back at the original topic of me joining the club. I bluntly come forth, and what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. It's like they're forcing him. Sayuri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have the other clubs I have to look around, and, I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. Oh, don't do this to them. But, I'm sorry, I thought... Miscat? You all... I am defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up. Yes, I'm so happy. Sayuri wraps her arms around me, jumping up and then down. Jumping up and down, that's all it said. Hey. You really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be so super pissed. Then it makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monika looks over at me once more. Miscat, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Monika with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue the chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Miscat, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayuri and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for the club. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way home. I'm loving this so far. You know why? Because it's so adorable and just the way it's put. But you guys said there's a lot that goes on in here that is, like, thrilling. and like psychological and painful, and I might not be able to handle it because I'm already loving all of these characters. But I love how you get to name your character number 1, and I also love how you're like part of the game, so they're like talking to you one-on-one. But I don't know who my favorite is yet, but I do. Like, they're all so cute. And if you want more of this, there's going to be a ton more Doki Doki Literature Club on Miscat Squad, so stay tuned for that. But anyway, guys, I hope you have an amazing day. Stay safe out there, and as always, Miscats, until the next video, burst, you're a fangirl, and you're a fanboy every single day.